The NHR for all new applicants canceled. Welcome to Truckus Town. If you're just joining us, I'm Doug.
And I'm Monique.
Our channel is all about retiring early, moving abroad, and living a better second half of life. And living a better second half of life for us was moving to Portugal, something that we thought was going to be in place for the foreseeable future, the NHR as it's commonly known. But just this week, there was news that came out from the Prime Minister of Portugal that shocked everyone, including us. Effectively, January of 2024, the NHR for all new applicants was going to be canceled. What does that mean for us? What does that mean for you?
So let me read you a little bit from what's been said from the Prime Minister. The NHR has been in effect since 2009, and it allows for reduction in income tax for a period of 10 years to foreign residents, regardless of nationality, or to Portuguese citizens who haven't been in the country for 5 years. So the Prime Minister, Antonio Costa, considered that this measure made sense in the past, saying that for 10 years it was very effective, and that 59% of the people who were on the NHR ended up staying in Portugal, and that even when they no longer benefited from the regime. He believes that maintaining this measure for the future is prolonging an unjustified fiscal injustice and is a biased way of continuing to inflate the housing market. He also goes on to say for anyone who already has the NHR, it'll be maintained with the current benefits, and it's understood that anyone who applies for and obtains the NHR before December 31st of 2023 will be eligible to retain its benefit. After this date, as of January 1st, 2024, the NHR will no longer be available. So we are wondering, what does that mean for you if you are thinking of moving to Portugal? Does that change your plans? Does that make you rethink things? And we just wanted to share a few of our thoughts.
As you know, the NHR, if you've been looking into it, used to be a 0% tax rate for foreign income, foreign pensions. That changed to 10%, just maybe 2 years ago, if that. Now, this seems really fast to all of a sudden be cutting it out. I know there's been a lot of pressure from other EU countries, and now suddenly there's this announcement. I don't know how that's going to affect a lot of people who are still looking to come to Portugal for a better second half of life. Definitely we find the cost of living here better, we find the quality of life better, just the community and the way of life in general is better. But if you're being taxed heavily, how much are you willing to pay for that? We don't know much yet further beyond that announcement, if it's up for debate or if it's a done deal, but it sure sounds like it's a sure thing.
It sounds done.
Yeah, and what they were trying to do was bring down the cost of housing for citizens of Portugal. With all the influx of foreigners coming in under the NHR, the cost of housing was going up. Now that's happening everywhere in the world, so I don't know how much of that here in Portugal can be attributed to the NHR, but obviously that's something that they're taking into consideration.
So for now, as you know, we are exploring Portugal in our RV and we are enjoying this country. The NHR for us was one factor. There were so many others, like the cost of living, and we've done so many videos on the cost of living and just the way of life in this beautiful country. So we would like to know, how does that affect your plans? What does that mean for you? Please leave us a comment down below and we can start a chat about that, because we're interested to see what's next for Portugal, what's next for early retirees, regular retirees. Are you still coming to Portugal?
This is huge news for anybody looking to retire abroad here to Portugal. Portugal is very welcoming and it's a great place to live, but this is a major change that may affect your plans to retire here or become a resident here. We don't know how much one would be paying in taxes beyond the NHR, for example, as a regular resident.
So if you're interested in figuring out your exact tax situation, we've done a whole tax video called Portugal Taxes. You can go and check out that video, and below there is a link to Fresh Portugal, who is who we use for our tax situation. They're an excellent company, and if you would like to make a consultation, there's a link in the bottom of that video in the description box, and you can talk to someone who is in the know about your specific tax situation, because as we know, everybody's is different.
That's right. Fresh Portugal is excellent to talk to. They have US tax lawyers on staff as well as Portuguese tax lawyers, and they will do a consultation with you. You can book through the link below and talk to them about your personal tax situation if you're moving to Portugal or if you're thinking of moving to Portugal.
For you, it's best to have all the information before you make big decisions, and taxes is for sure one of them, along with the other things we've talked about.
So that's all the information we have right now. It came out of the blue. Beyond taxes, we're going to continue our adventures here in Portugal for as long as we can, or for as long as it makes sense for us. But the big question is, what does it mean for you and others who are looking to possibly move to or retire to Portugal.
We hope that you continue to follow along as we explore this beautiful country. We invite you to subscribe, and if you'd like more of our daily updates, please check us out on Instagram as well. Thank you for spending some of your day with us, and as always, check back in and
track us down.